We are on my friend Chuck's sailboat, Crazy Horse, in Lorraine Harbor on the coast of Lake Erie. I love to sail to different destinations on the lake, like Kelly's Island, Put-in Bay, or Leamington, Canada. But before we leave the dock, we have to set the course. We could easily get lost or get off track. Chuck checks the map and gives us the coordinates on the boat compass. We steer the boat toward that heading. He is always checking to make sure we are on course. Actually, he has 3 GPS systems to keep track of our progress. If one gets distracted, Chuck immediately can see we're off course. He announces, "Are you on course?" Steering a boat is different than a car. The person at the helm will need to steer back and forth to adjust the path with the direction of the wind and the strength of the waves. Each time we veer off course, it adds more time to our journey. Along the way, the wind's direction will change, and the sails will need to be adjusted. Chuck is always tweaking the sails en route to get more speed. And if we see another sailboat heading in the same direction, a race is on. And of course, our boat always wins. When we get out in the middle of the lake headed to Canada, everything is deceiving. We have no landmarks or street signs. All we can see are green water and blue skies. We are lost without direction. So we use the GPS to get our desired location and determine the shortest route. But as we progress on our journey, we see the tops of trees or a large structure come into view. We would have never reached land if we did not follow the compass and the tracking on the GPS. God's wisdom is just as important to us as a GPS is on a boat. The wisdom from God is pure, peaceful, and gentle. His wisdom comes to us as a reasonable request. Our spirit hears the petition and complies. Without his wisdom, we are lost like a boat in the middle of the lake with no GPS. If we keep on this course, we will bypass our mark and continue to drift with no objective. We may never find the right place to land. We spend time with God and read God's Word to understand His ways. This is our own personal GPS to keep us from bobbing in the water. Without direction, our ego continues to seek satisfaction for ourselves. We continue to bob and drift without a purpose. When we turn our ear to God and grab onto His Word in our hearts, we find a hidden treasure. We get a deep understanding of a heavenly gem, a nugget of truth from God, like Proverbs 2:1-5. My son, if you will accept my words and store up my commandments within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as silver and search for it as a hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. Just like a sailboat needs a GPS, we need to seek God for our direction and purpose. We need to be surrounded by His love. We are surrounded with His comfort and strength in hard times. He brings the calm in the stormy sea. In my book, The Anchor of My Heart, I have a 9-step plan to release the pain and find a life of pure joy.